This baby has sickle cell anemia, a disease that causes red blood cells to be deformed. A very personal story of mine involves my relative who lives in Chengdu, China. My cousin there has sickle cell anemia, and it is very distressing financially and emotionally for him and his family. If only there was a cure for this. Sickle cell causes many problems in his organs and is very difficult to treat right now. The sooner the disease is detected, the easier it becomes for doctors to treat the disease and maybe even find a cure. Right now, the disease can only be detected after birth. However, advancements in science let doctors find this disease in very early stages of pregnancy.
This process is called pre-implantation genetic diagnosis, which tests embryos for DNA that creates certain diseases. After PGD, steps can be taken to provide treatment after birth without changing the embryo. Another option is genetic engineering, which changes DNA to stop the disease. I believe that genetic engineering is the best option because it cures the diseases the fastest. There's no time to waste. Diseases should be taken care of as quick as possible.
Genetic engineering has the potential to get rid of many genetic disorders like Down syndrome, cystic fibrosis, and sickle cell anemia. It basically inserts a good gene into old DNA. It could change everything about a person or even help regrow organs or limbs. PGD is important because it tells scientists which DNA parts need to be engineered to cure a disease. Fixed embryos can be then put back into the womb. This does not hurt the baby and it grows normally but without disease. I believe genetic engineering is a safer and easier process than people give it credit for. It helps in getting rid of diseases and it can solve problems that we have faced throughout history.
One controversial part of genetic engineering is that it is actually used. If there is a disease, it should be cured, but some people think that our genes should be left alone. I believe that genetic engineering is a big advancement and should be no more questionable than a new medicine. If penicillin were not used because it was risky, we would still have many harmful diseases.
Although PGD is legal, there is little oversight over its use and safety since the technology is so new. People think that genetic engineering will create designer babies, choosing only aesthetic traits instead of curing diseases. I share this concern, and I believe that PGD should only be used for medical purposes. Making everyone have better traits is immoral and goes way beyond medicine, which is what genetic engineering should only be used for.
I believe we should continue researching and improving genetic engineering to reduce the criticisms. PGD is a doable method if used correctly, but more research should be done in order to refine it. It still may carry hidden risks and should have more credibility before being used a lot.
I believe only research can improve PGD. This can also increase the safety of using it on embryos, and it will result in fewer diseased children. Through PGD, we can stop deadly diseases.
Although genetic engineering can be used to change every gene in an embryo, I believe it should only be used to detect or cure diseases.
If we can save lives, why don't we?
This we believe.